Oh wow, guys. So we're on YouTube now. It's pretty crazy. um this is new and different for me. So crazy because this isn't even my idea. This is something that, I was guided to do by source. These messages are for artists and dreamers of the world. I do have like a small message, but I just want to introduce myself really and kind of let y'all know what this channel is going to be about. If you don't know me, my name is Taylor Narain. I'm a music artist. I write songs, I sing, I rap a little bit, I write poetry. I love writing stories. I like writing films. I like creating films. I like to do a lot of things. And I also like to help guide others. I like to kind of be like sort of a guru in people's lives or a guide in people's lives. And Source has prompted me to take more of a leadership role and step into that energy fully. And for those who do know me, what's popping? We're on YouTube now. It's crazy. But yeah, so let's get into it. For those who do know me, I haven't been on social media in quite some time. And in that time, I've turned 30 and I've had lots of revelations, and I want to share them with you all. So, one thing that has really changed my perspective and kind of helped me to start to live a different kind of lifestyle. And for the artists and the dreamers, this is specifically for you, especially if you're under 30. You can almost take this like it's a message from the future. I really wanted to get on here and say to slow down. And it's so crazy because, like, it sounds so cliche nowadays. And it's crazy because I turned 30 in December, so it's like my third day out here. I don't know much, but I do know what I do know. And a big theme since I turned 30 for me has been to slow down because your life is just beginning. So if you're under 30, please take the time to really sit down with yourself and figure out what the bigger picture looks like for you. Something that I've come across just recently after turning 30 was that rushing is our response to fear, and fear is the absence of love. So if we are creating out of fear, then we don't really love what we do. This is a realization that I had to come to. So when we rush, when we compare, this stifles us because there's actually no such thing as speeding up the process. Everything happens as it should. And so we kind of find ourselves rushing along our work for ultimately no reason. I think it's super important that we release the need to control the outcome. We release the need to control how the process goes and really focus on enjoying the process, sort of romanticizing the process, because it's very easy to romanticize the end product. There's something very special about the process and about the moment. And when we really take the time to impress ourselves upon the moment, magic happens, but we have to take our time. I think a lot of the times we rush along our work because we fear that we might lose our spot or somebody might take it, or we just fear not being able to keep up with the trends. But I think when you find yourself chasing trends and doing what other artists do, you find that, well, I have found that I'm not really living the lifestyle of an artist. I'm just doing what artists do. It's a very fine line, but doing what artists do and being an artist are two different things. A lot of times we study the trends and the algorithm, and there's no risk there. There's just, well, I see this person is going up, so I'm just going to do what they do instead of taking time to really cultivate my land and prepare the land, because luck favors the prepared. So I think it's super important that we take the time to prepare the land for the fruits instead of focusing so much on the fruits. Now, I'm being a little metaphorical, yes, but when we prepare our creations for the moment, we get a lot more out of it. And it's not really even about how much you get out of it, but you do. When you actually take time and you care about the product and you care about the steps that it takes to get there, and you romanticize how long it might take, because it's not a matter of time, no, but it's a matter of what you do with the time. It takes willpower, it takes discipline, it takes time. And if we can romanticize that, I think we'll be better off as artists. We can really get back to creating out of love. I think that is how you access your most creative self, your most creative work, is when you actually take time to prep the land and prepare it for the growing of your fruits. Understanding the time and the effort that it takes, that it's going to take. Because remember, as big and as tall as you can dream, as you want to dream up something, as much as you'll have to build, and that's fine. But we have to keep that in mind. We have to really sit down and think about, what does the bigger picture look like to us, because we have been rushing along and we can rob ourselves of the whole experience. So I think we really need to slow down and figure out what success looks like to us. What does the bigger picture look like to you? And once we get that idea, now it's time to go work on that idea, and that it may take time, but hey, nothing is going to pass you by that's meant for you. Your spot is your spot. Nobody can fill your shoes, only you can. So as long as you need to take to figure it out, is as long as your spot will be there waiting for you. Nobody can take it, because nobody can do what you can do the way that you do it. Maybe others can do what you do, but not how you do it. You have a special thing about you, and it's important that you take time to cultivate that, to really grow it. A lot of the times I feel like we can stray off of the path of like loving what we do, because we compare and we fear that we are missing out. But you're not missing out on anything that's meant for you. You create your moment, and without you, there is no moment. So when you're ready to create your moment, the moment is there. And no one else can take your moment, create your moment, and none of that's real. So focusing on your craft and your journey and your land and your crops, that is the true way of an artist to me. I think it's time to really take a more relaxed approach, not just to creativity, but to life in general now. Take the time to really figure out who you are and what impact you want to leave on the art world and the people that are in it. And if you needed a reminder as to why you do what you do, why do you create? You create because you can. We create because we can create. And I think we should keep it that simple. The reason that we create is because we can. If nobody could ever hear my songs, I would still make songs, because I think that's just something cool that I can do, that Source has bestowed upon me as a gift, a talent. I think it's cool that I can just hop in the studio and make a song. I don't care if anyone ever hears my music. Of course, as artists, I mean, we're making music, that's part of the reason that we make music, is so other people can hear it and relate to it, and it could help heal them. But if that wasn't a thing, I would still make music, because I can, and because I love to do it. So I think we should just take a more relaxed approach to creativity, and really take time to like make something great. I want this channel to be a reminder to the artists and dreamers that it's okay to stop for rest along the journey, that you must stop for rest along the journey, because that is when you're strongest, when you're well rested. So I hope that this channel is a reminder to stop for rest, take long breaks, take it all in, come back to yourself, and remember why you do what you do. Remember why you create art in the first place. I don't know. Yeah. I think that's really all I have to say on that. I'm super grateful, not only to be realizing this for myself, but to be able to share it with you all. You don't have to rush. You really don't. I know it can feel like it, but you just don't have to rush. And even if you did have to rush, now you don't have to anymore. And try your best not to compare. Try your best not to rush. Create out of love and not fear. So I don't know. Yeah. I think I might call this like, I don't know, this is like my digital diary or something. That's what I might call it, or like tea time or some weird shit. Um, but yeah, just take a moment to just like, if you can, if you're near your bed or a couch, just lay back and think about what your art would look like if you took a more relaxed approach and you were more confident that what's yours is yours. Drewski.